So, to get some context of what we are reading from Revelation 13, Daniel 7 says, in the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. 2. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea. 3. And four great beasts came up from the sea, divers one from another. 3. The first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. Verse 5. And behold, another beast, a second like to a bear, and it raised it up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, Arise, devour much flesh. 6. After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. 7. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things. Great means that boastful things, blasphemous things. 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. 10. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands and thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were open. So here he is talking about the 10,000 God. So when the part about the judgment is talking about God setting up judgment. And so we jump to verse 15 of Daniel 7. I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the visions of my head troubled me. I came near unto one of them that stood by, and asked him the truth of all this. So he told me, and made me know the interpretation of the things. 17. These great beasts, which are 4 kings, which shall arise out of the earth. Do we see the answer? Verse 17 again. These great beasts, which are 4 kings, which shall arise out of the earth. 18 now. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So, all right, 19. Then I would know the truth of the 4th beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured, brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet. 20. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the others other which came up, and before whom three fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, which means blasphemous things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. 21. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. How can a horn make war against sin? It's talking about that those kingdoms, those kings, they made war against. All right, let's read on. I beheld, verse 21, I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. 22, until the Ancient of Days, God, came and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom, which means the Christians, took control of the kingdom. 23, thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth. You see, a kingdom is kings, and the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kings, and shall, let's go back 22. Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possess the kingdom. 23. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the fourth earth. 23 again. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down, and break it in pieces, which means take control of the whole world, and do what he wants. 24, and the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall arise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. 25, and he shall speak great things, which means blasphemous things, horrible things, against the Most High, against God, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, which means suppress, persecute, and just disturb, disgrace, cause and think, wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given unto him, unto his hand, until a time and times and the dividing of time. So
who Daniel referred to those saints of the Most High?
The saints are Christians, the saints of God. So the saints of God, saints of the Most. You see, in those days they used to give God a wonderful name. Instead of saying God, they would say the Most High. The Ancient of Days. He has different names. So what we are learning is that what the kingdom or the kings will say and do, he will take control of the whole world, and whatever he says will be whatever he says. It will be that he will do it in such a way that he wants everybody to obey what he says. Look at the laws going on around regarding the disease. Everybody is being controlled. You have to do this. And so it is similar. That's why I said that what we are reading is just to help us to be aware, to watch and pray that, a Christian, what are you supposed to do when a situation like this arises? Are you supposed to follow what everybody is saying, or are you supposed to go to pray and ask God for forgiveness? When things are like this are happening, it's time for us to remember. And okay, I'll read two passages, but I'm not going to read the whole lot. The first is 2 Chronicles. We have heard it before, but what does 2 Chronicles say? 2 Chronicles 7:14. says, okay, I'll start from King Solomon when he prayed. Maybe, okay, let's do the prayer he made, he offered first, and then we'll do the Second Chronicle. So we'll do First Kings. And this was a long one. First Kings chapter 8. And again, I'm going to pick because there are how many verses here? 66 verses. But I'm not going to read all. I'm just going to just pick one or two just to help us to know the context, starting from verse 22. And then it says, First Kings chapter 8, 22 and following.